You know what time it is. It is time for the Denial of the Day podcast with Chris, the claims manager, and me, Taylor, BellatorClaims.com. That's who we are. That's where you can find us. Chris, this is important. What are we talking about today?
This is an extremely important one. And forgive me if I sound a little off. Getting over a little cold, a little head cold, so I can't really
Yeah,
hear
you're a
myself.
trooper.
So I can't really hear myself, so it's kind of weird. But anyways, um, this is an extremely important one because this can dictate, what can be covered, what could not be covered
Right.
when you file a claim, specifically when it comes to any metal types of items on your roof, metal not metal windows, but the trim and things like that, metal components. So we're starting to see this one come up a lot, but basically it's cosmetic slash metal exclusion. There's multiple different ones that we see out there, but you just got to read it exactly to completely understand it. And
Right.
so I'm going to share one with you right now that's pretty much, in my mind, as vague as you can get.
Yeah, and let me just, while you're pulling that up, so some people call it a metal exclusion, a cosmetic waiver, a cosmetic endorsement. Any and all of those relate pretty close to this. Like it might be a little bit different to talk about something specifically, but ultimately, this right here, we do not pay for cosmetic damage to any exterior property or outdoor property caused by windstorm or hail, and the windstorm or hail damage to such property consists solely of cosmetic damage. What does that mean? I think that's
Mm,
very objective. And
yes.
it's like, okay, well, what does that mean? So, Chris, show us the next part.
Yeah, this
And
one's
so,
more specific here.
yeah, so that one previously could deal with any parts of your roofing components, like Chris was saying. If it
Hmm.
is your gutters, because they're metal, if it's your vents, because those are metal, if it's flashing, if it's window frames, like Chris was talking about, beading, whatever it might be, okay? If it's metal, they will try to exclude it because that's what it says specifically. Or vaguely. I mean, this is much more specific where it talks about the roof covering, meaning it's the roof portion of your property, if it's commercial, if it's residential, municipal, school district, whatever it might be. And then it talks about the metal roof covering means the metal roofing material exposed to the weather, the underlayment supplied for moisture protection, and all flashings required in the replacement of a metal roof covering. So that it goes from the exterior that is weather facing and then the interior stuff too, if it is just cosmetic damage
Hmm.
versus functional. And who gets to dictate that? Usually the insurance company tries to. However,
Hmm.
when you get someone like us involved, BellatorClaims.com, we have fought this battle. We have won this battle. We know how to do it. And so if you have one of these, just read your policy, which we know you're not going to. I mean,
Yeah.
you've heard me say it probably almost every single podcast episode we've done. If you read your policy and you have something like this, just be aware if you have a metal roof that you're going to run into this and it may not be covered, or the insurance company might try to not pay it. Doesn't mean it's not covered. So, Chris, with that, what are the last words? I'm glad you're here. Sorry you're not feeling well. Hopefully you
Oh, I'm
feel
good.
better soon, my friend.
Yeah, I mean, and I think just the last words is just get us involved as soon as possible.
Right.
Anytime you have, any kind of metal components on your roof, whether you have a metal roof, whether you have components on your house that are metal, this could come into a huge factor. And we've seen
Right.
claims go sideways or one, depending on how this is interpreted and how, we can relay that on to what we feel like is interpreted and basically have everyone on the same level agree. So
Okay.
anytime it comes to metal, anything like that, read your policy. But if you don't understand it, come to us. We'll read it. We'll kind of walk you down the next steps to make sure that, whatever avenue is going to be the best one for you. So,
That's right. Get us involved sooner than later. We're actually going to do another podcast episode about that and how it's going to cost this HOA so much money because we were brought in so late. But with that said, if you enjoy our content, please like, comment, and share this video and content, and then subscribe to our channel. We'd appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one.